Hi everybody and welcome to my new video. I am using a different recording software because I am using my Surface and not my PC. So that's what's going on there. And here, so you guys are gonna help me pick my next read. Wait. I'm going. I think actually you're not gonna help me pick my next read, but you're gonna help me input my next read into my reading spreadsheet. But first, we're going to see if it's already on here or not. Because there are some books that I start reading that I haven't put into my reading spreadsheet yet, so we're gonna see if we have this book already on here or not. Fine. Okay, I don't think it's on there, but okay, so it's not on there, so then we're going to add in another book, and you will notice, well, it's scrolled down so far. It's scrolled down very far. You will notice that I have two books in my spreadsheet that both have start dates but no end dates. That's because it's taking me forever to put them, to finish them. So now we're going to go in here and update my spreadsheet. Sorry. I'm going to go into edit my activity and start with the first date, or the start date. So 2024, May 26th. So that one's been on there for a while. So we're gonna do 5/24, I believe. No. /26, 24. See, that's why I can't have too many things going on in my brain like I do right now. And 24. And then we want to then put the title in there. So we're just gonna paste that in there. So that's in there. Then we're going to go over and click currently reading. Then we're going to go over again. The back arrow here. And here's what I'm going to see if I can copy and paste. Whoops. The name. Seriously? Why are you guys... Sorry. It's frustrating the heck out of me right now. There we go. Copy. And then we're going to click it up here. And then paste. And then we are going to I am apparently on the struggle bus this afternoon. So now you'll see that a few of these I was able to answer off the top of my head. So a few of these I have to go back and look at the book information. And I could use a different website for this. But I use Goodreads because it is owned and linked to Amazon. So whenever someone, I think you have to go, when you put your book on Amazon, you still have to go on here and manually add your book to the Goodreads database. But because of that, there is no the author has to add it first, so there is no, I believe the author has to add it to Goodreads first, and then a librarian can go in and add it, and add additions and change covers and stuff like that. But in order for it to be on Goodreads itself, the author has to do it themselves, so you for sure know that you're getting the right information. So let's go back and look for publication year. Is 2023. Here I can, and I like doing this on my tablet sometimes because I can zoom in and specifically see what column I want to see. So here we're going to click shop series, and then we're going to click on this book that I'm looking at, and then we're gonna scroll down to where it says publisher, and it just says the date, the publication date twice. It says it once under publisher, and then it says it again under publication date. So I'm going to take that as it is a indie published book, and this one is actually not under KU, so that's a no. And I want to, whoops. And now that I scrolled out too far, I'm going to close this, close the spreadsheet, and open it again so it resets itself. Or maybe it won't. No, it will not reset itself. So I'm just gonna go here and put this to right there because it's set to 110, and that's the one that I need at for me to be able to read it without my glasses. Because I am too lazy to get my glasses. I need to go back to sometimes these say the setting. It's sometimes they don't. So hold on just one second here. I'm gonna pull the book up in my app and see what it says there. Oh, this is a Kindle book. So I need to go and change this from no to yes. And this sounds like the S talk. So then for the whoops, hit the wrong button here. For the whoop, whoop. And then for the seasons, I'm just gonna use my phone here. To go to, because it's just gonna be easier. What seasons does hockey play in? So I'm just going off of what I have here. So it starts in January. And January, where I live, is considered winter. So that's what I'm going to put. And then I'm going to put a 0 here, because I don't have the audiobook thing. And I want to pull this. Whoa! Can I not pull? You're not even centered, that's why. Same with you, you're not centered here. I believe all the rest of these are centered. Let's. Sorry, I need to fix this and figure out if they're all centered, because if I don't, it's gonna drive me nuts. That one's good. That one's good. That one's good. That one's good. Good, 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 and good, and good, and good, and then, okay, so the next thing I need to do is see if, okay, I am going to fix this by clicking this and clicking on 11 everywhere. Oh, this needs to go back to this. The headings need to stay at 9, I guess. But because I can read the headings just fine. These need to go up a few. 2. The actual wordings need to go up a few to 11. I don't know why partway through it's blacking out some things as I scroll, because I am not doing that. Your text wrap is on. I don't want that on. And you are not on the right wording here, because I need all of you to be on the right wording. Okay, so now let me see if I can shrink this down and still be able to read it. Nope. So it's going back up one. I need to go and see the page numbers now. And the page numbers are 338. I'm not going to put a rating yet because I haven't finished the book. Hold on just one second. Whoops. Not do. Sorry, I have to readjust my position here just for a second. So you'll see the trope here. I forgot that this is trope right here is something that I do by reading the blurb on the back or the description. So this right here off of Goodreads. So it says, my brother's rival. So I create shows for every trope that I read because I review books and some I create tags on my blog for all the tropes of books so that people, if they read romance a lot, they know what trope it is, and if they don't like it, they don't have to go and read the book and then figure out that they don't like that trope unless it's a trope that they haven't heard of. So this says rival sister. So I'm going to click this drop down. Oh my lord, I wish this print was bigger in a drop down. So I'm going to start typing in R, and you'll see I have race car driver, raising siblings, retired military, retired players, so like sports players, reunion rivalry, where it's where it's like a rivalry between schools where one character goes to one school and the other character goes to the other school, or a rivalry between players on two separate sports teams within the same school. Then I have rival sister, road trip, rockstar, roommates to lovers, runaway groom, runaway bride, rivals to lovers, and then you start going into separate or different tropes because I have them organized alphabetically, I believe. So there's that one. So then I'm going to tab over. And here I have ARC. For 4 months, I have ARC, audiobook, eBook, paperback, hardback, and then audiobook and ebook. So I'm going to click ebook, and then I'm going to click for genre. For the main genre, I'm going to type in F so I can get fiction, and then for subgenre, I'm going to click in, I'm going to type in R so I can get romantic suspense. Now, so I did not fully create this table, I just customized it to my needs. This table is from a YouTuber that tracks her books that I watch and like. And I'm going to put NA until I figure that out for book representation. So she had a lot more categories in the one and a lot more pages than what she had. I added in the book representation and changed some of her categories from type-in boxes to drop-downs and stuff like that. So she had this first table that you see, the DNF list, and then the categories, because that's how you get the drop downs, is you have to create a separate table and then put all the categories in, and then you can add them to basically link them up so that they match with the category on the first page by doing I forgot how she did it, or how I did it, I guess. But if you want a tutorial on how to do that, I can do that for you. Because I remember how to do it, I just don't remember off of the top of my head right now. And then here you have, here's something, so I added in totals. So I added this in, so she had a stats page that was a lot more complex for hers that she wanted to track, but I just took that out and got rid of it and added in this one for ease and just did the things that I tracked. So I did equal, count, and then I put that in there. And then I put the range I wanted to count. Then I did pages is the exact same way, except say count, I did sum. Audio is the same as pages, it's another sum. Ratings is average, and then DNF books is count. So the count goes off of this right here. And then, so there's nothing for the rest of these. So the count books for at least the red books here. So the red books goes off of this first page in the first column. And yes, it does not match up with the numbers that I have typed in there. Pages goes off of the first page under the same column with the same name, just on the first page. And then audio the same way. Rating is, so let me just do all of these that are highlighted in the first white box. So red books and all the highlighted ones go off of the 2017-2024 page. And then the DNF books goes off of the DNF's list. So you'll see that I have 18 here, which I think how you do that is you just create. So if I type in an equal sign, that is a plus sign, but I do equals, and then sum, and then enter, and then let me type in this, and then if I click this, and then click on a different column here, then that adds in the different columns. So I'm actually going to delete this page. I don't think it will do anything. No, it will not. It will not do anything to your previous page. So if I don't know why it's saying column 1 instead of, because of how I have it set there. So I'm going to click undo, undo, undo up until, what? So because I had to undo that way for just the recent options, and now I have to go in, cancel, and change, and we put in some information. $338, and then 0. That doesn't do anything. And I want to my rival's sister. And then I want to, again, I want to click and then YouTuber that I used her template as like a base template did hers through Google Sheets, and then I downloaded it from Google Sheets and then transferred it into Excel because that's what I like to use. Whoops. And then I just had to change some of the functions. Well, I had to make sure that the functions that she had for Google Sheets transferred over for my Excel. So if you download her spreadsheet and want to do it, want to keep everything how she had it. I don't know how some of the things that I got rid of will transfer over to Excel. But if you want to download my version of this spreadsheet, which I will link on my link tree. It is going to be a Google Sheets, and then you're going to have to download it, and then it will open into Excel. Because that's the only way I could get it to be available for you guys without having to put it up on Etsy or somewhere. Because of personal reasons, I shouldn't say I can't, but I choose not to use Etsy and make you guys pay for it. I want it to be a free resource. So that's why it's not. That's why even though I use Excel, it's on Google Sheets for you guys to get to. And that's how I update. I just had to add one book, but that's how I update my spreadsheet, and you will notice that I have a couple currently readings that started a while back in the year that I need to finish. So I have a trilogy that's clumped into one that I need to finish. I have one that I'm partway through, but I just need to sit down and finish. And then another one. So actually, this one I haven't even finished, or I haven't even started. Sorry. This one I have 4% through. And then this one I'm 22% through. So I will probably sit down and finish those books sometime, because I am out of school, I am done with all my schooling. So I don't have to go back to school. I'm just searching for a job right now, but that's really hard for personal reasons. So I'm literally just sitting here while my caretaker goes or starts working during the day. So I just sit and I watch TV and read books and relax. And for those of you that are new to my channel, I'm going to go off on a little tangent here to kind of introduce you to my whole introduce you to myself. For a second, once I finish getting this all fixed again. There we go. But I have a physical disability, so I can be by myself, but my physical disability limits me to, I use a wheelchair to get around. I need help going to, this may be a little TMI for some of you, but I need help. Like, I can actually, my disability is something different, but it pretty much, so I have cerebral palsy. There, I said it. I try and keep it off social media for people that don't know me in person. But I have cerebral palsy, and I'm not going to go into what events led up to me being, I don't want to say getting cerebral palsy because it's not like a virus, but I don't want it because it's not like polio. It's not like that. You don't get it from, you won't get it from a virus or a vaccine or anything like that. I was born with it. So cerebral palsy basically makes it so I am paralyzed, but I can feel everything, and I can control my own bodily functions and stuff like that. I just need help getting to the restroom and stuff like that. So when I say caretaker, that is why. Because I don't want to put their name out online. And I also have a service dog that helps me with that. But because of my disability, it's taking me a little bit longer to find a job in the field that I want to get a job in. And because of that, I sit and I watch TV. Not by my own choice. Kind of by my own choice. But kind of not. But because of that I sit and I watch TV or I play with my service dog and my other house pet dog. And I read books. So that's why when you look at my spreadsheet, you'll see that some books only took me a little bit to finish and start. And some books take me longer to finish than others because all I do is sit and read, so I get into what us book lovers call a reading slump a lot easier than some do. So I may start a book and then have to take a break and then pick up another book. And finish the other book before I go back to the first book that I started and all that stuff. So that is why some books are taking me longer to finish and to actually get started on than what I do. Because what I do is I go in and I pick a book and then I add it to my spreadsheet and my Goodreads. And the day that I add it to my Goodreads is my start date. So that's why this one has been sitting here for a while. And you'll see that this first page says 2017 to 2014, and it's not starting in 2014, even though that's when I created the spreadsheet. That is because I went through all my Goodreads and I put in every single book that is logged on my Goodreads up till the recent ones. So it's going all the way back to when I first started my Goodreads, and then it's continuing to the current date and year and time. And I just put 2024 as the end date, even though it will probably take me a lot longer and a lot more years to finish to fill the spreadsheet itself. But in order for me to title the pages like I did, I couldn't just put 2017 dash. I had to put something after it. I could have just put a 20 and then or whatever, and then put a number after it, and then it probably would have worked. But I just put 2024, and then I will go in once we get out of 2024 into a new year, and I add my first book for that year into the spreadsheet. I will change the year from 2024 to, let's say, 2025. Levi, you're fine. Sorry, that's my service dog wanting something that I can't physically do, which is fine. Because what he wants is, and before I say this, I am not starving him at all. He gets 2 meals. He gets breakfast and he gets dinner. And then during the day, because he likes to go into my bedroom where he sleeps with me and turn into a naughty boy and tear into Kleenexes and garbage, we close the bedroom door during the day when I'm out in the living room. So he got his breakfast, then we closed my bedroom door, and now his dinner just went off, or just got dispensed because we use automatic feeders, and he's whining because the door is shut. And he's now barking at me because I'm not getting up and helping him, even though that he very well knows I physically cannot. Levi, knock it off. Mom will help you when she gets back. And he knows my family members as what I call them, not as what we would call them to him. Like if we did that way, I would be mom to him, and then my mom would be grandma, and then my grandma would be great grandma, and whatever. We don't do that. We just say he just knows them by what I call them, because I guess since I'm telling you what I call them, I could do that. But my mom is my full-time caretaker. Well, not full-time. Yes, I guess you would call her full-time, because the only time that she is not helping me take care of myself is when she is at her job that pulls her out of the house some days. I have another caretaker that comes to my house to help me on those days. So sorry if you hear whining or barking in the background, but what I was told from the people that helped me train him was to not acknowledge the whining. So I'm not acknowledging the whining except for when he starts barking in the house, because he's not supposed to bark in the house for his training. And in general, we acknowledge that by telling him no, and he's supposed to do that. But yeah, that's how I update my spreadsheet. And we have some bad weather coming. Leave it. Rory, go, go, go. Sorry, I was telling my non-service dog to go get her dinner. Otherwise, my service dog, Levi, will steal it from her. But we don't want him to do that, because then she doesn't get food and he gets double meals. So, but yeah, back to what I was saying. There is some bad weather coming where I live, so those are most likely the times that I will finish books that I have started. And if I don't finish them, then they either stay as continued reading or they go to DNFs. So some of these that I currently have as currently reading may go to DNFs. But I don't know, so we'll find out. So, bye guys. That's the end of this video. So, have a nice day and bye. And